So I think that I want to thank my mother in person for what she's doing, and I think, you know, that I think this is a very special thing, very important, and as a son and as a family, we're very, very proud of her, and I'm very proud to come with her and to help her wherever she needs my help, and to take these pictures and movies for the next generation. So if you still want to learn some more, you can really Google her name, Jaegermann. You will find many sites, both in English and in German, and I think really she deserves a big thank you for what she's doing. Thank you.
Ja, ich freue mich auch sehr. Vielleicht würde ich sich alleine gar nicht mehr so weit herumfahren trauen, dass dann jetzt die Stelle seines Vaters übernommen hat, der die Jahre vorher sie immer begleitet hat. Und ich glaube, er hat jetzt gerade das richtige abschließende Wort gesprochen, dass man dann rumplappern hinterher. Und deswegen hoffe ich, und ich glaube es nämlich auch, wenn ich wieder mal die Stecknase hole, in einem Raum mit so vielen sonst ziemlich lebendigen Schülern im Klassenzimmer gesehen habe und gehört habe, bedanke mich auch für Sie und geben Sie sowas auch weiter an andere, damit man besser versteht, was vielleicht auch so manches Mal an Israel an Kritik geübt wird. Man muss immer die Wurzeln ein bisschen verstehen. Und da sind wir Deutschen nun wohl die Hauptbeteiligten dann an diesen Wurzeln. Ja. Und deswegen Ihnen noch einen schönen Nachmittag und diejenigen, die Ihr Englisch dann mit Namen ausprobieren wollen, bitte in den Raum 109 und halten es.
So let's welcome Mrs. Jaegermann and Mr. Jaegermann from Israel, and let's give them the chance of talking to you, and we're very grateful that you are willing to talk to us about anything, as you said, you'd like to ask. And this is what Mrs. Jaegermann published on the internet, and this is the little booklet which we've got in the English version here, so I can only encourage you to Google and find more about the Jaegermann experience and the lessons we should all learn. So please feel free and ask whatever question you want to ask. And Jaegermann will now be our star expert. So it's slightly different from the big auditorium to our smaller circle here. And if you want to move closer, you can. Is it okay like this for everybody? Right. And I think our British language assistant, he might pop in, maybe he's a bit late, he'll also ask me to be welcome in this discussion. Anyone with a name? Is that all right for everybody like this? Yes. Okay, so shall we start with the courageous ones?
And who wants to be the first?
Yeah, always the most difficult position.
Maybe we do it a little bit.
The ball and then.
No, maybe we
Okay, and that's already been.
There's quite a lot of trouble in northern Africa at the moment, and also in some countries next to Israel. And I wanted to know how big is the influence in Israel?
That's a good question. The area that we live in the Middle East, is quite an unstable area, as we all see from the last few weeks or months already. So these countries were ruled by dictators who actually took all the money and the resources of their peoples and used it for their own purposes of building new palaces and very big places for themselves. And because of communication and internet and Facebook, everything was actually shown to the public, and these people do not want it anymore, and they prefer to have a democracy, like most of the world. And of course we watch quite carefully of what is going on in these countries, because as we say, when your neighbors are having a fight, you might be also hit. So we should be very careful in not making any interruption or any move, taking one side or the other, because we personally might be hurt with these wars. I think it is still too early to know what will happen in these countries. Personally, and this is more or less the general opinion, we do not think that democracy will be there for so quick. It's not in these people's mentality to have a democracy. So if there will be a democracy, it will take quite a few generations. I don't think we will still be able to see it. But nevertheless, a short answer would be, we watch it carefully, and we are afraid that it will not be actually used against us in a way. But maybe, if you don't mind, maybe I would like to ask you maybe one question which has more or less to do with the previous subject. So it's a kind of a statement and also a question. So also from the questions that my mother is being asked, many times she's being asked if there is any problem for us as Jewish people or as Israelis to go to Germany and to speak with German people and to have German friends. So I want to make a statement that, of course, more than 70 years have already passed, and this is becoming more and more a thing of the history. Of course, my mother is here to tell you everything, but slowly, this period of time is getting into the history. And we are now already the third generation. I mean, you are already the third generation after the war. So I have to give you good news that we don't have anything bad in our heart against whatever is German, if it's German people or German culture or German language or German youth, of course. In Israel still there are some people who do not like to buy a German car or a German TV or to go to Germany for their vacation because of sentimental reasons, because of this past. But when you guys would like to come over to Israel for your vacation, you will find a very, very welcoming country and a very nice, beautiful people, beautiful food, excellent weather, much better than here. And very good food and beautiful beaches and friendly people and very, very pluralistic people, open society, complete democracy in the middle of the Middle East, which is not democratic at all. So if you guys would like to think of a perfect place to spend your next holiday or visit, so you may consider Israel, and not being afraid that people will not talk nicely to you or people will give you bad remarks. On the contrary, they will welcome you, they will treat you as friends, and they will show you a very beautiful and interesting country. You know that Israel is the ancient birth of Jesus Christ. This is where he was born, in Bethlehem, and he was active in Nazareth and in Jerusalem. And these are places that you can visit and see the history and look at the beautiful. I think you were there, and I think you will approve what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's really a beautiful country, and I think you felt at home. you do have some Israeli friends there, so it was not so difficult. So that's a kind of a statement I want to make to you, in case you wanted to ask me something about